on. You guys should have seen him in the studio. Yo, you have a lot to say, and you say a lot. It's a message. What made you write this? It's very strong. And and obviously you wrote it.
Every word.
Come on,
every word. I'm a writer. I'm a lyricist.
So with that said, no ghostwriting for you.
No.
Oh. No ghostwriting for me. No.
But it's very powerful, very strong. So basically everything that you say is a message.
Yes, everything. Well, okay, so let me tell you this. The EP that I'm coming out with is called 90s Baby. So I was born in 91, so that means I'm a bona fide 90s baby. So everything, my music is all the essence of the 90s and the early 2000s that you love so much about that decade. You'll find that within me. And because I'm a lyricist, I'm East Coast, all the artists that I grew up listening to, you know, from Pac, Big, Nas, DMX, R.I.P. to DMX. I had a opportunity to meet with him 2 years ago.
I heard a little DMX. I thought I might have heard Power. I mean, maybe because it's the East Coast
thing. It might be an East Coast thing because we're kind of aggressive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I thought he might have had a gat.
Shout out to my man, True Live. He's the one that actually got me connected with DMX. He's connected with Murder Inc.
Wow.
Okay.
I remember I was at work and he called me. He was like, "Yo, I need you to slide through the hood real quick." I said, "What's up?" He said, "X is in the building." So I was like, "Okay, cool." So after work, went home, got dressed, came back to the hood. He was at the club. I was waiting for my mans to come, to come scoop me, because I was already there. I was meeting them up.
Right.
And it was like 30 to 40 Rough Rider motorcycles going down the street. Now, remind you, the neighborhood that he was in was a neighborhood that I grew up in.
Okay.
So right down the street was like the Catholic school that I went to school with.
Wow.
So there's like 30 Rough Rider guys up and down the street, and all of a sudden I see 4 Rough Rider guys with jackets on coming out of a black Suburban, and I see X following right behind them.
Wow.
And I was like, "Hey, yo, X, big fan. I'm wearing blue and white." And he looks at me. There's a bike in between me and him. And he looks at me and said, "Hey, yo, that's your bike?" And I was like, "Nah, that ain't my bike, man." I said, I thought it was your bike because, you wearing blue and white, the bike's blue and white. I just thought that was your bike, yo. I was like, "Nah, that ain't my bike."
You got a good impression of him.
I do good impressions too, man. I used to, when I was in college, I used to rap for people. Actually, I went to California University of Pennsylvania, graduated 2014, got a bachelor's in history.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you. So within my music, I have a lot of history in it. So like my whole thing is you go to college and you acquire all of this knowledge within the 4 years, depending on what your degree is. So if you want to get an associate, that's 2, bachelor for 4. And then if you decide to go and do, graduate, my whole thing is I would like for somebody to listen to my music and get all of that knowledge that they would get within 4 to 6 to 8 years. Okay. Just within like 16 tracks.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So, you're trying to feed them quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to feed them real quick, because there's not a lot of artists that's doing that because everything's a gimmick now. You know, so I'm like, we
so
don't
you don't like the way rap has changed and hip hop has changed?
No, I don't at all. I don't.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Do you think they have a message? Do you think they say anything?
No, they don't. They don't have a message. It's a gimmick. Every rapper today has a gimmick.
Wow.
There's something about them that is the reason why they are what they are. Mm-hmm. When I grew up, I'm gonna tell you the first record that I actually bought was the 8 Mile soundtrack.
Huh.
For myself, was the 8 Mile soundtrack.
He's young. Yeah, he's young.
That was the first track that I bought was the 8 Mile soundtrack. And I got the movie and I connected with the movie so much because M's actually one of my favorite artists. Wow. He's the reason why.
He's serious now.
Yeah. Like he's the reason why I got into.
He just dropped an album.
Yeah, he just dropped an album, So Murder by like that's my dude. So he's the reason why I got into rap, and 50 Cent and G-Unit is the reason why I got serious in the rap.
Gotcha.
So when I got the 8 Mile soundtrack, I'm literally listening to my CD player going to school on the back of the bus, writing rhymes. Like it was like my version of like 8 Mile. Like I'm sitting in the back of the bus going to school, writing rhymes, in class writing rhymes, battling people.
So how old were you when you started writing?
I started writing when I was like 9.
Wow. So you knew that was in you.
Yeah, I knew because my father, he had a lot to shout out to Leonard Hall.
Hey.
You know, shout out to Leonard Hall. He's the one who actually got me into hip hop. I mean, when I mean hip hop, I mean at this time we was going to the record stores and the bodegas to actually buy like bootleg CDs and everything like that. Like,
I remember those days.
Yeah.
Like the $5 joints. You know.
Yeah.
And
45 songs.
Yeah, and that's how I knew about the mixtape thing. Like, it's so deep. So my dad, he would buy mixtapes, and it went from everybody from DJ K Slay to DJ Clue to DJ Envy. Like, I look at DJ Envy now, and he's on the Breakfast Club, and I was like, man, I remember, you know, buying your mixtape. You know, you know, DJ Enough, DJ K Slay, the Street Wars, DJ Clue, Clue, you know, all of that.
But we got something we got to play right quick, man.
Okay.
So just hold tight.
What's the name of it?
Here it is right here.
Oh, RapStarr. Listen up,
RapStarr in
guys.
the building, y'all.
Listen up.
Dedicated to anybody who was born in the 90s, from the 9-zip to the 9-9. This is dedication from the 99-zip. I'ma take you back in time, so don't trip in the hood. Like D-Lo, going, meets my raps with Stilo. Fresh to death, homie, we were all that. Can't tell me the 90s wasn't the decade. Ain't throwing no disses, no insult, no shade. I miss being a kid again. Around the same time, doctors started pushing out Ritalin, box jeans, rocking Timberlands. Hands up, RapStarr bringing back the 90s again. Learn chronic, don't stand on the morning. See my fist glow and move rings to Sonic. This is for my 90s brothers. We all of that. I do it for my 90s sisters. We all of that. The Bardelays and Cornellis. We all of that. So sit still, cause he coming right back. Ain't no party like a 90s party, cause a 90s party don't stop. Ain't no stopping party, keep rocking to the old